The hell, man. There's a lot of stuff going on. So apologies here. So you know how when you have to do customer service and you want everything to be done. Well, I got to finish this. It's for Sirius Radio. So let me try to get this done. Again, apologies. I hate it when I actually have to. Okay. And again, hopefully I won't have to deal with this crap while I'm doing the show. But how you guys doing? Guys, gals, mates, and wenches. So, as you may or may not know, like I put in the promo, not a lot going on. And yeah, training camp started for everybody this week. Was it Tuesday? So everybody, I believe, by this time is in camp. Everybody that is signed, obviously. Pardon me. And yes, the word is, if you're a Raiders fan, you're upset. 2 vehicles currently active under promotion rate. That is certain amount. 2 vehicles under currently active under promotion rate. Okay. 1 second. God. And of course, right now, everybody is trying to figure out what's going on with Josh Jacobs. Everybody wants to know what's going on with Josh Jacobs. We do. And if you were able to watch God, like, lady, answer my question. Oh my God. You know, it always happens when you're doing something. Anyway, again, everybody's in camp. Everybody is thinking about what Jacobs is going to be doing. And the Giants signed Barkley 1 year, and they took off the tag and they signed him for 1 year, and they can actually re-franchise tag him next year. And it's funny because what I was saying, what I wanted the Raiders to do, oh my God, no, that's not what I want. And I am not going to be, no, promo plan times 2. I'm not paying times 2 radios, $13 a month. Unless the yearly plan is less. I'm sorry, guys and gals. I thoroughly wanted this shit to be done before I took the show. So if you're watching, like, what the hell is he doing? It's because Sirius is chatting with me. And it's like, you want me to do this? Like, no, I don't want you to do that because then you're going to charge me more. So hopefully I'll get this done. The BMF, was that Bad Mother Foe UFC belt is up for grabs between Justin Goethe and Dustin Poirier. When is that, Mode? When is that? Smash the like. Hey, thank you guys. Appreciate that. Come on over for YouTube. And thank you for reminding me. That's got to be Chris Lentz. That's got to be Chris Lentz. I do want to address that. Please keep Jester Raider along with Sharif Salah Khan, otherwise known as Raider Thanos, Black Thanos, in your thoughts. Okay, wait a second. For $49 per month plus fees and taxes for a different plan called Music. It includes 65. The best discount on your current is entertainment plus monthly. Whatever plan I'm on. For 2 radios. But I want to let y'all know, as and that must be Chris, is please keep your prayers for Jester Raider along with Black Thanos, who is also in the hospital. So please keep kind thoughts and prayers for both of them. And thanks, Chris. I know that's Chris Lentz because he's the one that was at. And Jester Raider started hospice care, I believe, as of today. And Black Thanos is in the hospital. I gave him a message, but because I called him and he didn't answer, so he's probably busy or whatnot. So I understand that. But keep them both in mind, thought mind. To complete the job, I'll be sending you to turn it in the series. Please read through it and let me know if you agree. I'm doing a show, man. I don't need do this right now, right? But I have to, or they'll bill me probably the bigger amount. If you don't have faith in our team and don't see our team doing good, are you a fake Raider fan? No. That just makes you a realist, Matt. Okay, wait. Your customer, okay. Your first room will be trying. Okay. Oh my God. 12 months plan charge then comes in for the initial billing. No. No. Keep my $13 a month plan. Oh my God, they're charging me a shit ton. I don't need that for 2 radios. unless the 91, and again, apologies here, 91 for a year covers 2 radios. Okay, so it's, what is 6? Hooligan Nation, thank you to being a member. Apologies here. I don't normally take care of business on the radio, but thank you, Hooligan Nation, for coming in as Ship's company. Thank you, sir. Okay, what's 6? What is $6 a month? That's 60. No, that's way too much money. No. Yeah, no, they want me to overspend. No. I don't understand why. Okay. It's like, no, we can give you this plan for $91. I'm like, no. I want $6 a month times 2 for, a year. So $13 a month for 2 radios for a year is a promo plan, not $91 a year for 1 radio times 2, right? No. What, do they think I'm stupid? Oh my God. Anyway, soaking up the AC. Hey, Clayton, thank you for that. Matt wants me to know, okay. And let's go back to what the question was. Let me see. Why is this so slow? Okay, there you go. Very slow. If you don't have faith in our team and don't see our team doing good, are you a fake Raider fan? No. Let me answer that. You are a knowledgeable, conscientious, and what am I looking for? Analytical Raider fan. You know what I'm saying? Because you and by the way, those people like us, we expect the best, but are prepared for the worst, right? Expect the best, prepare for the worst. So, well, all I'm saying. I think tentative optimism is the best most of us can do. Exactly. Thank you there, Hooligan. I do understand if we do apply the yearly plan, it'll be $60 a year plus fees and taxes per radio under. Okay. If we apply the yearly plan, it'll be $60 a year plus fees and taxes per radio. Okay, so that's $120. Yeah, okay. No, that's better. 120, not Vice 91. Okay. Again, apologies for, I literally started doing this. I called in and then they said, no, we can do it via text message. But I thought it would be able to get done by then because I don't like doing this while I'm on a show. So what was I talking about? Oh, Josh Jacobs and being an analytical fan. Hope for the best, plan for the worst, and you see what's going on after that, right? And Clay, because here I'll show Clayton. Clayton is a where I'm trying to do that. Let me show Clayton. For those that don't know, Clayton watches the show, and Clayton is a Broncos fan. I'm trying to show this. Why is it not showing? My goodness, something is really, really slow today. Thank you. Okay, apologies. Clayton's a Broncos fan, and he watches the show because Clayton saw me over with the Wild Wild West, which is an AFC West show, right? Tell all your friends. I talk sports. Obviously football during football season and anything else, I'd be talking baseball if there's nothing to talk about. Camps opened today. Camps opened, or actually 2 days ago, but everybody's in camp now, right? Okay. Anyway, the best that you can do is realize what's the best that can happen, right? Tentative optimism, constructive criticism useful in any organ, especially one that has only been in the playoffs 2 times in 20 years. Thank you, Matt Marinovich. Thank you, Matt Marinovich. And he says, I hope Jacob signs the day after the last preseason game so he doesn't have to play in useless games like last year. Yeah, but he needs at least a week to be in football. Well, actually, he needs 3 weeks, technically, to be in football shape. He'll be in shape, right? He'll be in shape, but he won't be in football shape. And that's going to take a bit. That's going to take a bit because he hasn't had those hits in practice. You understand that, right? He hasn't had those hits in practice. And by the way, Hooligan Nation, where are you from, brother? Let's talk. A brand new member. Hooligan Nation is a member of Ship's Company on the channel. Thank you, sir. Where are you from? Dodgers are bringing back as well Kiki Hernandez. Wow. Okay. As what, a coach, I would imagine. A coach? He ain't playing, is he? He was what, 40 years old? Maybe older? Okay, so because I do... Oh, Iowa. Okay, cool. Good to see you, brother. Since I do play-by-play and you can't see the movie, I'm going to let you know what's going on. We are watching The Great Escape, one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies because I'm a war movie guy. Steve McQueen does most of his stunts were stunts that he did. And he just wiped out the motorcyclist, the German motorcyclist. So, the motorcyclist crashes. And so he's going to grab his uniform and his bike. Very smart. But also you got to remember that he'll be playing? I thought Kiki Hernandez was like 40 years old. Am I wrong? Maybe I got the wrong guy in mind. So McQueen just grabbed the bike. Danny and the cool, the Tunnel Kings, they just grabbed the boat, and Cavendish just got picked up as a hitchhiker in the truck. So Danny, who is like Charles Bronson and the other English guy, Danny is Charles Bronson, and the other guy just grabbed the boat. So now they are rowing the boat. So they are away from everybody. Cavendish got picked up as a hitchhiker. McQueen got the motorcycle. To complete the changes, I'll be sending you the terms in a series of messages. Please read through it and let me know if you agree. Okay. So McQueen's on the bike, and they are in. By the way, this is a true story. This is a true story about a breakout of Luftstalag und what is it? Luftstalag 37, I think, from Upper Silesia, which is like Prussia, Eastern German area by Poland. Upper Silesia. That's where this actually took place. James Garner and Donald Pleasance are on the train. So is Ashley Pitt, who is I can't remember his name. The guy that's in the he was in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. in the 60s, but he was also in the NCIS, that plays Ducky. He's in this as well. So there he goes. He just bumped into Ashley Pitt and says tally ho. And I know the lines from this movie. I don't even have to have the volume up because I've only seen it a billion times. Good comment from Ed Winchell, and I'm gonna Kiki's 31. Okay, wow, I thought he was older than that. Most JJ turned down a $12 million long-term contract that would have made him the top 5 highest-paid running backs. Okay, well, we don't know. We know what the years were, but we don't know what the amount, what the year payment was $12 million, but we don't know how many years it was, Ed. The question has been the plane start incomes to 75-18. Whoa. No, I don't want that. No, I want the $13 a month plan. I want to continue I want the $13 a month plan. There one on your first radio. Oh, okay. Per radio, okay. Per radio? For 1 year. I like Sirius because the local radio is crap. It is. Because it's like $7. I don't know. It is for monthly for 12 months for both. It's just like 163 a year, including. Yes, the 13 is for monthly for 12 months for both. It's just like. Okay. In full. Yes. Okay. Get this done. Anyway. They know it was $12 million a year, and he said no. What they don't know is how many years did he guarantee you that it was going to be given? Was it just the 1 year? Was it 2? If it was 2, then if it's 2 years and he didn't take it, that was effed up by Jacobs. Because I would have given him, like I said, and I've said this before, 3-year contract, first 2 were guaranteed at 12.5, and actually, which would be, a little bit nicer, it sweetens the pot. See, that's what Hooligan Nation, they claimed to 1 year. That's what I'm saying. It was because it was only 1 year guaranteed, Ed, and he wanted at least 2. That's why he said no. So that's the point. I don't like I said, it's hard. I would say that if the Raiders need to give him 2 at 12, and then he'll sign. Right, he wants multiple years. Thank you there, Hooligan. $12 million long. Like you said, yeah, Ed, that was for only 1 year, Ed. That was only for 1 year. And yeah, Hooligan has it spot on. Damn it, they should just send Ohtani to the Dodgers. Well, they're going to try to get something for him. Because remember, you got a player that is a all-star caliber pitcher and all-star caliber hitter in one guy, one roster spot. One roster spot. And I think it's the most amazing person in baseball. The most amazing person in baseball. So that's why if they take him off the trade table, if his contract ends, if his contract ends and they get nothing for him, then that's stupid. Kind of like what happened with Carr. I've read the guaranteed dollars wasn't enough for JJ. Okay, well then that's just wrong. I would say, and this is what I've been on record saying. 3 years, 36. First 2 years guaranteed at 12.5 a year, which is 25 guaranteed, right? For 2 years. The third year is not guaranteed, which means you got Jacobs around this year and next year at 12.5 a year. Guaranteed, and then we'll see what happens. Then you see what happens. So, but again, 12 times 2, even 12 times 2 is 24. I was going to give him 25, but not for 3 years, Ed. 2 years only. Cap, thoughts on the hater trying to say Devontae Adams wants to trade? I don't know. Sebastian, I don't know if that's true or not. It could be. It could be true. It might not be true. We don't know. Now, getting back to the movie here, you got Bartlett. The SS guy recognizes Bartlett. And he just says, Bartlett. He just said it, right? So David McCallum just shot the SS guy or the Gestapo guy. And now he's running down the pier, and it gives Richard Attenborough a chance. And McDonald, I can't remember what McDonald's name was, but it gave them a chance to get away. But David McCallum just got shot right in the back. So McCallum's dead on the railroad tracks because he wanted to make sure that Bartlett and McDonald got away. Okay, so that now you're caught up there. Cavendish, who was in the truck, remember that was put in the truck. The driver takes him to the site, the Black Ops site where he's taken to the Gestapo. So he gets rolled up by the Gestapo. It is what it is. Hey, Captain, salute. Good to see you there, brother. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay. Your service wanted me your renewable. Wait. Total charge of 18, which includes fees and taxes. Okay. Let's be in the second radio. Service will obtain total charge of 18, includes fees and you made customer. Okay. And send to that. So, yep. So we got that. So I got both radios for like $150. But I need to remember next year to cancel them for a promo. Absolutely no way Angels can afford to pay Ohtani $700 million. He's going to the Dodgers. He could go to the Dodgers. He could go to the Yankees. But somebody's going to be paying Shohei Ohtani. Who's your favorites for the World Series? Sebastian, it's still early yet. I mean, really, we don't even know who's in the playoffs yet. Remember, the Phillies made it there last year, a year early. They were the number one wild card until yesterday. They were off today, and the Giants won, so they're like a half game behind the Giants. They're the number 2 wild card team. But it's still early, okay, because I actually had it up. You got what? The Rays are a wild card team. They were leading the East. Clay, did the Phillies beat the Brewers? Did the Brewers beat the Phillies 2 out of 3, or did the Phillies beat the Brewers 2 out of 3? I can't remember. But I know they just had a series, and it was like last week. I'm not. You watching? Yes, I am watching Women's World Cup. I missed it yesterday. It was after my show. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Grant. You should have been renewed with the promotional rate. Again, we have sent you radio signal to wait a service that you'll be receiving a transcript. Everything is all set on your account. Is there anything else I can assist you with? Not at this time. So hopefully I won't have any more text messages. But they charged me $150 for a year for 2 radios. So we did that. Brewers are damn good. Obviously, I'm biased about my Phillies, but we'll see. Right now, what is it? James Garner, who was the number 1 Raider fan in the 60s and 70s, just kicked the German guard that's guarding the airplanes at the training facility. He takes Donald Pleasance by the hand, because remember, Donald Pleasance is blind. And Garner goes into the cockpit area. He also has a rifle that he picked from the guard he beat the crap out of. He puts and these are like these old trainers where you have like a hand crank, just like they did in World War I. They actually had to hand crank the propeller to get it to start. So he tells Donald Pleasance, and again, I don't need to know dialogue. I know what the hell's going on. He tells Donald Pleasance, crank it up, but don't move. Don't move, or you're going to get a face full of propeller. So right now, Donald Pleasance is cranking the propeller. It starts, okay. The guys up in the control tower, they see what's going on. So Garner lifts up Pleasance, puts him into the cockpit with him, but the guys in the control tower are on their phones, so they are alerting everybody that now you got an airplane that has been stolen. Great Escape is the fact. Oh my God, Hooligan, you and me, brother. Where Eagles Dare is my favorite movie. My favorite movie. Oh my God, my favorite movie, 1968, Where Eagles Dare, Richard Burton, Clint Eastwood, Mary Ure, who was married to Robert Shaw for years. My favorite movie of all time. And I used to have, when I was a kid, and what was it? ABC would have it at one of their movies. It was so long, they had to split it into 2 nights. And when I once had a punishment, my punishment was I couldn't watch the movie. Okay, I want to thank you for being a valued customer. Greatly appreciates. Great day. Okay, I will give a smiley face. And then this conversation is done. But yeah, dude, Hooligan, you and me, brother. Where Eagles Dare is awesome, man. Brewers are looking good. Yankee season. Are they that far back? I thought that they were, hanging around. Okay, McQueen is still on the motorcycle, and he's trying to get to the border of Germany or Lower Silesia and Switzerland. That's where he's going right now. Simply reply to this message to start a new session. Okay. But just like Hooligan, and I'm gonna put this up again. If you guys want to see, again, my favorite movie, Where Eagles Dare, is there. Watch it. It is a spy, double agent, action thriller. Okay. It's wonderful. Okay, right now, James Garner's airplane, he realizes that he didn't have enough fuel. So he's going in for, they're going to crash. Also watch, To Kill Him. A lot of people don't know that was Robert Duvall's debut. So James Garner just crashed the airplane, a successful crash because he walked away from it. But watching In the Heat of the Night, which, the movie In the Heat of the Night was fantastic. Oh, I've been talking for a while. If you want to talk about your team and what is going on in training camp, by the way, Anna was at the softball game. Oh, they want me to do a survey. Hang on here. Overall, how satisfied or dissatisfied were you? I will be nice. She didn't do any, or this person didn't do anything bad. So 5 is very satisfied. Okay. If I have a survey, I always do it, because if you don't do it, then people will actually take it as you don't feel enough. Were you able to complete the task? Yes. That's a 1. So I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I put the link up, okay? You want to talk training camp, and Anna was there. Anna was there for the softball game between the Raiders. How much effort did you put forth to complete your task? You put a little effort into it. I'd do 4. It wasn't very low, but it was low. Let's talk about, if Anna comes in, she'll talk about the softball game. McQueen is still on the motorcycle. He is right next to the Swiss border with the row of, what do you call it? Barbed wire on fencing. I wish I could. Actually, maybe I'll put this. I'll turn it around so you guys can see it. Yeah, this is the best part of them. How would you rate your overall experience? Okay, let's get this done. Okay, I will turn this around. Now you can't do the volume, but I will do the jump scene. This is the best scene in the entire movie. And again, this is McQueen on the motorcycle. I hope that you guys can see it. I hope you guys. Oh, that is really bad. Oh, you can't see it. Crap. Okay. Maybe you can see it. Okay. They're coming around again. Oh, I wish you could see this. Here it is. And he just wrecked. I'm sorry. I tried. I'm sorry. I tried. I wanted to show you the best scene in the movie, which is McQueen doing the jump scene. I apologize, and again, that's probably going to be a YouTube strike. But since it was so, you couldn't really see it. Not really bad. In a few words, done. Okay, there you go. I don't need to. And Anna's going to come in. She says in a minute, thank you. Sean, and I like this. And actually, Jalen Ramsey got injured today. Knee surgery. Joe Burrow was carted off the field. And Anna is. Are you ready? You ready? Hey, she gives me the thumbs up. Okay, cool. I will show Anna. Anna's coming in here. Let's get the proper things done. So we're gonna have a interview with Anna, who's going to tell us all about the softball game. How you doing, Anna?
Hey, doing fabulous. Just recovering. The Sunday we took off to Laughlin. Juan had to do a getaway just to relax and everything. And oh boy, my liver's finally taking a break.
Too much alcohol. Too much.
Oh yeah, and then some alcohol and a few shots here and there.
Just
No,
take care. Just take care. Okay.
no. Saturday it was a lot of fun. I thought, because it was 116 that day, I thought I was going to have a hard time, but no, we got there about 6:30. We got there about 6:30, and luckily our seats were in the shade. There was a nice cool breeze coming through, and first they had the Grand Slam home run tournament. See, who can hit the most home runs.
Okay.
And Jose Canseco was 14 max, and a lot of us were kind of stunned because Jose Canseco is not the same. He was literally limping on the field, but he could still hit.
Yeah.
He could still hit. But he was out hit by a member of the Vegas Golden Knights. The guy, his name's Raul. He's the one that does the skate. He trims the blades. If there's an issue with the skate, he's on top of it. He gets the skate fixed.
Oh, so he's an equipment manager.
He's an equipment manager.
Oh, okay.
That's what he was. Okay. He out hit everybody. He hit 15 home runs. Okay. He was awesome. I mean, everybody was just basically going bananas. Well, when the game started, the Raiders started doing good. They were ahead 10-1, but then they started getting their little butts kicked. Oh God, I'm trying to remember one of the new guys.
So let me get this straight. The Raiders had a lead and they lost it. That's typical.
Yes.
The Raiders had a lead, so they're already in mid-season form. They're already in mid-season form. If they had a lead and they lost it, then oh my God, perfect. They don't need training camp.
I'm trying to remember the gentleman. He has kind of a mohawk. I'm trying to remember his name. Okay. He's with the Raiders.
Okay.
It was what he had the WTF moments quite a few times. Mm-hmm. One of them, he had the chance to score for the Raiders, and what happened? He flies over the base instead of touching the base. And what happened? They catch the ball and get him out. Everybody was going, ooh. And I'm going, oh God, I hope he doesn't play like this with football. I mean, it was bad.
Now you said was that the Divine Diablo? Because I think Divine Diablo has the mohawk.
No, I don't think it was him. No, I don't think it was him. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember his name. And
Brandon,
like
welcome to the show. But hey, Brandon, I will be there week 2. Come on out to Buffalo and meet me, brother. There you go.
And Nate Hobbs, now I was in the ladies' room at the time and I heard a bunch of commotion. I come out and come to find out that Nate Hobbs got hit in the face with the baseball. He was bleeding, but he was in good spirits. He was, still waving, laughing and everything. And all of us are going, oh, what a way to get hit.
Hit with the baseball, or was he going for a catch and the baseball hit him, or was somebody throwing it to him and he hit him? How was he hit with the baseball?
I'm not sure who the batter was, but when he hit the ball went bam, got him good. Okay. Because if I'm not mistaken, I believe he was around second base or something like that. Because like I said, I was in the ladies' room at the time, and when I came out, it was the replay. It was the replay of the hit. Mm-hmm. And like I said, everybody, I mean, because I can hear it in the ladies' room. I can hear the crowd just like stunned.
Right. Yeah.
And everything. And I was like, oh my God, no, don't tell me, he's going to get a concussion or something. But no, I guess he's okay. But we all knew it was something that, they're going to make fun of him for.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But it was an awesome game. The players, of course, when they got a chance, they came out and got autographs. Juan did manage to get 2 for me on my shirt.
Nice.
And everything. And one of them was number 24. Because Juan pointed up to where I was sitting at, and he looked up at me, and he was waving. I'm going, yeah, So I was happy Juan was able to at least do that for me. But
was that Peters, the guy we just signed? Because I think he's wearing 24.
24. I have to look at the name, because I had posted a picture of it. And stuff. And Juan said that he was so nice because I guess somebody didn't have a pin, and Juan, gave him the pin and everything. And then when they were calling him back, to get back on the field, and he told Juan, hey, wait a minute, let me sign yours, and stuff. So Juan said that he was really nice, very cool, and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, nice. At least I got, somebody's autograph. I didn't care who it was and everything, but we enjoyed ourselves. And the game was fun to watch. I mean, the guys, they, they was all going for the Boys and Girls Club, and for some of it also going to help the teachers here in Kern County. So it was very nice. Like I said, it was a lot of fun. I think there was more VGK fans than there were Raider fans, but a lot of Raider fans are also VGK fans.
Right.
So, it didn't matter who won, both teams, are awesome. It was all for charity and everything. And, but now, I mean, they had a very nice send off for Riley Smith. Riley Smith is an original VGK. And he was traded off, and they gave him a very nice send off, an appreciation, because Riley Smith was, since they started the Battle for Vegas, he was always the team captain. And so now we're all wondering who's going to take over next year as captain for the Golden Knights and stuff and everything. But of course, I was looking for Jimmy G String, and of course, he was not out there.
Well, I could have told you that.
And the thing is, the coach for the Vegas Golden Knights was there, and I had hoped to see, at least a coach or somebody from the Raiders there, but no. I mean, Max Crosby, I was stunned because he looks lean. He looks very lean, completely different from the last time that I seen him. He looks healthy. He looks good. And I tell you, he was just all over the place out there, he would try and go, sign autographs, for the fans. And then he was out there, running to the other side of the field, saying hi to the fans, and then of course there was a lot of kids around there, and he was going to the kids, taking quick pictures, doing a quick autograph, being the Max Crosby we all love. He's such a humble man and everything. And of course, I mean, me, I love going to events like that. It's a lot of fun. It was well worth it. And I'm looking forward to next year. I mean, because this year, of course, it was a sold out crowd. And then I guess some certain tickets they ended up releasing last minute. So those people that were trying to get tickets, they were able to get tickets and stuff. But yeah,
next year, I'm going to be there, providing I'm living and breathing, I should say. I'm going to quantify that, okay? Providing I'm here next year, I will make plans to go out there because that's something that I have yet to do. So I need to do at least one event there.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, it's a lot of fun. And of course, the fireworks show was amazing, after, and everybody was just having a great time, and stuff. And I guess there was one VGK fan that was a little bit out of control. He was pissed off because, of course, the Knights were losing in the beginning and everything. And then, of course, after, as they were winning, he was just acting like a fool. And I heard one guy yell at him, tell him, you know what, man, it's just a game. It's just for fun. And that's charity. What we're here for, fun.
It's a charity game.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, he acted like, it was a World Series or something. And it's like, because, I mean, everybody was rooting for both teams. Everybody was, whenever the home runs were hit, everybody was clapping, cheering,
right.
It was just really nice to see. Jose Canseco, of course, he had somebody run for him. He didn't actually run the field. There was a young lady he had that ran for him.
I'm sure he had a young lady or three, and she probably kept knocking herself out. When
she was a young girl. Let me say that. She was a young girl.
Okay.
He didn't have those type of ladies around him.
Okay, because I know what Jose does in Miami. I'm just saying. I know what Jose does in Miami. So that,
and then of course, during the game, that's when Juan turned around and looked at me and says, you know what, let's go to Laughlin. And I said, okay, I'm not going to say no, so we did a little getaway, got some rest, had him get some rest and everything that he needed and stuff. And then, of course, we came home Tuesday, and then I was like, oh, I got to let my liver rest. My liver went through hell.
Come on now. You know better.
But I'm not, the only time I drink is when I go out or whatever, and stuff. And going out is a rarity for me. So.
Okay. That's true. That's true. You need to blow off steam every now and again. So I'll give that to you. By the way, I was asked, I'm going to need to ask you, I will need to have you do a little bit of, word I'm looking for, rummaging around I'll hit you. Wait a second. I'll hit you up on IM on Facebook. Because the Raiders are not going out there till week 3. Let's just say that I need to get some shit done before week 3.
They were the news. I try to go live, at night, with the news from what our local station says. And, I don't know. The interview that McDaniels gave, I just read between the lines, and all I can read is BS, and, when he talked about, how much respect he has for Josh Jacobs and everything, and I could see it in his face that he's just feeding BS. And I was just like, no, I don't believe a single word you say. And, I'm hoping for a good season. I'm going to hope. That's all I'm going to do. And they say, Garoppolo looks good. They say, he's excited about the season upcoming, that he's going to give his best performance ever and everything. And I'm thinking to myself, when I see it, I'll believe it.
Yeah. I got you. And by the way, for those that thought that maybe if that Chase Garbers, who already has a year in the system, would be an alternate or would be a possible, no, he got cut.
Yeah, he was let go.
Yeah, he was let go. So you got Garoppolo, Hoyer, and AOC4. Okay, those are your quarterbacks. That's it. So, I mean, Garbers might be picked up again if they need him, if he hasn't been picked up by another team, but that's it. Those are your 3 quarterbacks in camp. So you need to make sure that you keep them safe, sound, and healthy. Because like we were just saying, Jalen Ramsey had a surgery today, and Burrow, his injury today was like almost a year to date, maybe a year, 364 or 366 days since his appendectomy last year. So
yeah, I kind of saw last minute about that, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What did I miss? And I know I was out of the loop from Sunday through, Wednesday morning. I was out of the loop of everything, and I come back and I'm like, what the heck did I just miss? What is going on here? But like I said, we could see some major surprises. We could see, we could see major improvements. It can't, well, let me knock on wood on that one. It can't get much worse than it was last season.
Yeah.
The only thing this team can do is go up. But, there is that little but in there that if they really, want to go after that Caleb kid, they're going to have to really suck.
And and that's why I said the Kenna, and like I said, Kenna, every time you say Caleb Williams, he has an instant hard on, and he's going to like, Caleb, And by the way, I got a chance to meet Jack when I was on Sunday after you.
Yeah, I saw that. How lucky!
It was so good to meet you, Jack. But like I said, anytime you mention Caleb Williams, instant hard on. That's his Viagra. That's his Viagra, man. So,
but the season should not, I mean, give the fans some hope. Come on, give us some hope. Give us something to be excited about. Give us something to, this is why we're so dedicated. We're so dedicated, to the Shield. And give us effort. Give us effort. And if they do better this year, then hey, there's hope. But the thing is, what sucks is the Super Bowl is going to be here. Now, why in the hey will you tank to allow, say, God forbid, Kansas City to come over here and play the Super Bowl here? That would be a huge black eye to all of us if that were to happen. And I'm going to be praying to the football gods, I mean, at least give us hope.
Yeah.
And if they do well this season, that would be freaking awesome, but change my mind about you, about the coach, about the players, about everything. Change my mind. Make me believe, because I don't want to be sitting here saying, wait a minute, what happened? That was an easy catch. That was the easy,
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to be doing that again. I mean, how many of you out there are on freaking heart pills, anxiety pills, and especially when you watch the game?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I already warned my doctor. I already told her, hey, football season's coming up. Don't be surprised if I'm requesting more anxiety meds from you. And she laughed. She knew.
Yeah.
But, like I said, I'm hoping for a great season. I'm hoping everything goes well, and if everything goes okay, I may be going to the 49er game here in town. But it also falls on the same weekend that our great niece, her first birthday. So I'm like, oh God, family's always got to come first. But I love football.
I know. I actually did check, and I'm glad you said that because I feel a little bad, but I'm glad you said that because I gifted my tickets for that game. I gifted the tickets for that game because there was a gal that I met at the Explosion who had never been to a Raiders game.
Well, I'm glad she's going to have that opportunity.
Right. She's never been
awesome.
to a Raiders game, and her son is a Niners fan. So, from what I understand, that I'll have to get the stench out of one of my seats. Depends upon which one. I'll have to ask her which seat did you sit in and which one did he sit in, so I can get some Lysol and spray it before the first game. But
no, Allegiant Stadium's they're gonna need to forgive me, gentlemen. They're gonna need to douche the stadium after, because I call it they're on their period.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Sorry, guys.
Hey, well, did you say? I mean, come on. Have you seen my videos where I said don't fluff the meat and stuff like that? Douching is light. Douching is light. And by the way, I want to say welcome to Raider Ben, John Leon, Willie Wayne, of course, Kenna. I want to say thank you for everybody being here. Thank you. Is Meatloaf Talk allowed here? Meatloaf? I don't know, Alfredo. I don't get that. Yeah, don't.
Anyway.
Yeah. So anyway,
Alrighty,
like I said, you were my star reporter for the game, and I appreciate you coming in for that. I said,
no problem. Like I said,
providing that I'm still here next year, then I will be in Vegas, and I enjoy Raider Nation Explosion. I do, but I've been there every year, and I need to do something different. Yeah,
like I said, it's an event that families would enjoy. I mean, like I said, it was hot, but they had changed the times to a later time because of the heat.
Right.
And, and it was perfect. I mean, it was hot, but not to where it affected me at all and stuff. The only people it affected were the ones on the Vegas Golden Knights side that were in the sun.
Yeah.
But once the sun went down, I mean, the weather was great. It was awesome and stuff. And whatchamacallit, like today, it's 116 out here. It's hell.
We'll try to make sure that our tickets are on the shady side if you can.
Oh no, I always sit on the Raiders side.
Yeah,
which is the shade side. And plus I get accessible seats, so I don't have to worry about going down the stairs, and people being right in front of me. And the cool thing is, it's got the countertop where you could put your stuff on top of there and not even, worry. And there's an attendant there that if people come and they're blocking, and you're trying to get to your seat, they make a move. They tell them, no, you got to get, you got to move out of here, because there was a couple of times to where my seat was blocked. And I was trying to get to my seat, and I'm trying to tell him, excuse me, because I didn't want to yell. I wasn't going to get rude or anything. Right. And, the attendant went over there, hey, I told you couldn't stand here. She's been trying to get to her seat, and she turns around, looks down at me, and I'm looking up like going, thank you,
Hey, by the way, we might have dueling carts soon. Yours will be the nicer one, like the heavy duty battleship. Mine will be, and again, I'm only doing here, hopefully, mine will be the quick and easy, pack it up and go, so I can take it on a flight.
Mine is a light, quick and easy one. And here I call them Cadillacs, okay? Because you see the people out there with the big old Cadillacs and and then of course you've got the submarines, which those, oh my God, those are. You might as well have a license plate, a tag.
Oh, a tank. Okay, yeah, the tanks. Okay, yeah. No,
yeah.
I am trying to get my what do they call it? EMD, remote, or RMD, remote vehicle, or whatever the hell. There's an acronym for it. And I went to my doctor yesterday, so I'm trying to get that. So and Hollywood's here. Thank God for that. And Hollywood knows that I always try to bring my my extra handicap placard. But just say, Hollywood, remember, that we just need room for my go-kart. That's going to be in your vehicles when we go.
Captain, did you just see what Jack Kenna put? They're trying they want to recruit Devontae.
Yeah, and that makes sense. because this is if Devontae is not happy with what's going on,
yeah,
he'd go to the Jets to hang out with his boy. I can see it, and the Jets, depending upon how good they are, the problem would be they don't have enough capital for the Raiders to get rid of, because I think that they gave up their 2 or 3 ones to get Rodgers. I believe they gave up 2 or 3 ones to get Rodgers, and they would have to give up 1s and 2s in the future to get Adams. And they would do it, but it's one of those things where the Raiders might not immediately see those pieces for Adams. So we'll see.
Oh man, you know what? Like I said, I mean, we don't have a crystal ball. We don't know what's going to happen. All we could do is, hope. Like I said, I just give me something to believe in. But if by the time the season starts, we see stuff already bad happening, it's gonna hurt. It is gonna hurt.
Yeah, but again,
anyway, so
one of those things, right? It happens, and I'm going to get Gabe on here because Gabe, like when you talk about Caleb Williams for Kenna, and Kenna gets an instant hard on, Gabe is going to be like like a 15-year-old. Oh, he's flipping me off already. Remember, Gabe, you got to be nice to me. I don't need to let you in. I don't need to let you in.
Be good, Gabe.
Be nice. You know how you're backstage and he's already flipping me off. But Gabe is going to talk about the Waller. He's going to have an orgasm. He's double flipping. He's double flipping.
I don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah, there you go. He's double flipping me off. Well, just for that, I'm going to bring Kenneth in first because Kenneth's phone is on 26, so I need to get his phone before it dies. But, and you gave me a double flip with the kiss, a kiss double flip off. Oh my God, Gabe, you got balls. I don't have to let you on. I acknowledged you that you're backstage, but I don't have to let you in here. I am going to get Ken in here, though. In fact, let's get Ken in here, so you can say hi to him as well. So we got.
How you doing?
Hey, Holly and Cap, salute.
Salute.
There you go.
Cap, I got to say, first off, foremost, it was really good to see you and meet you and meet your friends from Stockton. They were super nice and super cordial, and your friend from Petaluma. And, of course, our boy, Cujo, 916, and his wife. So that was absolutely spectacular.
It was great to get together. And I said, Jack, I know that you don't get a chance to go out much, but if you can, the first weekend, even for like the breakfast on the Saturday before the game, we get together at Dupar's, which is great.
Trish is trying to work on that. She's trying to work on seeing if we can get an area because they have so far a total of 60.
So where is that? Like, are we talking like Vegas?
Yes, it's in Las Vegas. It's at
that'd be a pretty expensive breakfast.
No, it's at the Suncoast Casino.
Yeah,
which is it's a little bit ways off the strip. It's the breakfast there is so worth it. I mean, they're reasonably priced. It's not, those fancy.
And the best pancakes ever.
Oh, I love pancakes.
Yes, they have awesome pancakes. They have an awesome breakfast menu and stuff. And the service is, oh my God, they're amazing there.
And Cap, you know what I even love more than that is like when our offensive linemen do some pancakes.
I hope
we see pancakes all season long. just
I
like
hope so,
IHOP,
too.
wherever you want to go. It's like just get some pancakes.
I
So
got you.
it's,
But anyway, so it's good to see you, Jack. Good to
Anna,
see you, Captain.
thank you.
you
So
there? You take care. You take care, honey. That was Anna. I'm gonna switch screens so that
all right, I got a favor to ask you.
Okay, go ahead.
So you said I don't use the word Mick.
Don't even. I know what you're gonna say. Yes, go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
don't give me the hard on thing either. I do like the player, but don't
Okay.
make look disgusting.
Okay.
That just
That's
kind of
you know what? That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
I just really like the player.
Oh,
And
but see, that's a running gag. I will try to remember.
Okay.
And again,
I will remember as you remember.
Right. And if I do that, say, hey, remember, you can't talk about my bodily functions when it comes to Caleb Williams.
Well, if you don't remember, then I'm going to say the other thing and say, oh, you don't remember. So it'll like do a double dip. How's that?
Okay.
So I wanted to talk about something that's exciting. It's like, we got Peters. Okay. He's a solid number 2 right now. He's older.
Mm-hmm.
He was a solid number 1 in days. And I loved how it changes, what we put on the field. He's a number 2, but he's a number 1 for us. So I love that. And Bennett, now I see Bennett sliding in at the number 2.
And I told you that. I said Bennett's going to be a starting corner by the end of the year, if not sooner.
Well, yeah, because that's when we talk together. But the nation doesn't know that. So that's why I'm putting it out there. That's why I hopped on, so we can share what we think. And then Hobbs goes back to the slot.
Yeah.
And that's looking pretty solid. So I hope Raider Nation, if you guys got a different opinion of different players, post it in the chat so we can respond to it. But that's, my opinion, your opinion. And I think that's exciting. I mean, that is a big thing. And then the next thing is the word came out today is the thought process with Josh Jacobs, 12 million, but it's not the same thing from the New York Giants running back. It's there was nothing discussed about guaranteed money.
Yeah.
And I think you and I both agree it should be guaranteed.
Right. And Gabe will come in after you, and I know he's going to talk about Saquon. He's also going to talk about Waller. And don't flip me off anymore, Gabe. Like I said, I had to get Ken in here.
Respect your elders. I supported you when Cap was ready to cut you off. I said no. Yeah. Don't cut him off. I love the young man because he is passionate about his team, and I love that.
Yeah.
We were the same way as kids. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it didn't really matter what any other team did or stuff. It's like you just care about your own team.
Yeah. But no, we had a good conversation. Like I said, people were talking, and I actually said this on the Wild Wild West show yesterday. People are asking, why are they picking up, and they're talking about all of these defensive tackles. They re-signed Kyle Pecco, who was in camp last year. He was a damn good tackle. He just couldn't make literally he couldn't make the final cut. They were looking at 2 more defensive tackles, and the reason why is because Farrell Jr., the guy that they drafted last year, is already on a football injury list. So
that hurts. It's like, Farrell, when they drafted him, as a nose tackle, he had a 95% run stopping ability. I'm like, I was really impressed with that. I'm like, wow, that's really cool. And then Young is also on the PUP list. We just drafted him.
I didn't hear that.
And then Tyree's hurt. They're not putting him on the PUP list, but he's hurt.
He's not practicing yet.
Yeah. It's I think they're creating a lot of competition because I feel like they know they don't want to spend the big bucks, to get, a nose tackle. And, so they drafted, so many players, signed so many players, free agent, all competition. Let them play it out. Who wins what?
Yeah. Yeah. And again, it's like it'll be the Raiders, and I know that you're I don't want to say you're not fond of, but you're not really keen on the McDaniel Ziegler combo. But I like Ziegler's right. I like what Ziegler is doing, because he's trying to be fiscally responsible. And yes, he learned his craft, pun intended. He learned his craft in New England. See what I did there? Learned his craft in New England. Okay.
Well, I will also counter this a little bit. If we go back a year, we could have got draft picks for Carr. That didn't happen. So it's like, he's I like what he did in draft. I really do like what he did in draft. Mm-hmm. But what he's doing as managing overall, we probably could have got draft picks for Perryman. Got nothing there. So I think, he left
at the end of his contract, though.
He did. But I mean, if you're going to trade him, it's like.
No. But the thing is that we got comp picks for him coming next year. So when you for example, they picked up Peters, right? And if he only stays 1 year, they get compensatory picks for him when he leaves. Okay? That is also a cheat way. You sign players, they go via free agency, and you get comp picks for them based upon what their status is.
I agree with that.
How high they are. But they subtract when you add people from other teams from what their value is. So that's why you ultimately want to make sure that you're getting compensatory picks for the people you lose, and you're not overfilling with guys that you have to pay the minuses for. So that is also something that he learned in New England, and it's a smart way of doing things. And the New England also used to always, I'll give you a pick next year to move up, right? So you're always down a pick, right? And then the next year you say, I'll give you a pick next year to move up. So they're always down a pick, but it's always for that. They keep pushing that, right? Mm-hmm. So one of these days it'll catch up, but not right now. So that's what I'm saying.
I agree with that. I agree with exactly what you said. And I agree with what Ziegler did last year. Raider fans are not going to like this. Josh was a good running back. And, let's just wind the clock back. He's a really good running back. And we all know what, McDaniels does. He does running back by committee. Mm-hmm. So they didn't extend that fifth-year option. The fifth-year option is cheaper than franchise tag.
Right.
And then, they realize like, we kind of messed up. And then you hear stuff out there where we offered him a 12-year contract or $12 million contract. I'm not buying that. I feel like that's like Raiders sunshine, blow up your butt type news. Because what is the guaranteed money? It's not about the dollars. It's about the guaranteed money.
Well, it also is about the amount of years guaranteed.
Well, it's a multi-year contract is what I read is like for Josh Jacobs, but it's not about the years, it's about the guarantees.
Well, again, we don't know the full parameters.
We don't know, but if you're that close and we sign guys like Chandler Jones and then restructure, Carr and Renfro and then bring on a high price, Devontae Adams. And if we're that close for the amount of money, but the guarantees is different, it's like, what are you doing? So that's the part where about Ziegler and McDaniels. I'm calling it on Ziegler, not McDaniels, but I'm sure that there's an influence. If we're that close, we should have re-signed this kid, even if it's like $13 million. And like we talked about, I heard you mention I had the same numbers. So instead of the $12 million, for like guaranteed 3 years, $24 million on a $36 million contract, add $1 more million on top of that for each level, we should have re-signed him.
But we don't know. We don't know what the contract that was offered.
I know we don't. So let's go. Let's go circle back a little bit.
And Clayton, by the way, we're going to answer that. I'm going to answer that, and Jackson answer that. He's talking about Russell Wilson. What are your thoughts on Russell Wilson? about and I think he's going to be a hell of a lot better, because I saw the comments that Peyton made about Hackett, where and he just totally said how friggin' pedestrian is being kind. Pedestrian is a kind word. He said how bad he screwed up that franchise. Okay, and if that's true, then Russell Wilson obviously was not used to the best of his ability. I think Peyton is going to use Russell Wilson to the best of his ability. There's going to be a big influx in what we see out of the Donkeys this year. I'm sorry, I can't call them the Broncos yet, Clayton.
I know the Donkeys too, so sorry, Richie.
Yeah, but Russell Wilson himself, you're going to see a lot of good things from Russell Wilson this year.
Oh, big improvement. I mean, really big improvement. It's like that head coach did not run that team very well. And, it's kind of the same thing. I hate to say it. Even with the Chargers, I'm like, that's the same thing. It's like they got a good offensive coordinator now.
Yeah, Kellen Moore's going to do
we're not playing Madden anymore on the Chargers, so they're going to be very improved too. So it's going to be a very difficult division for the Raiders to navigate, because I feel like both franchises are going to improve.
I agree. And again, I wanted to make sure everybody know, like I said, I posted it on Facebook the other day. I had a chance to meet Jack Kenna. I had obviously Kojo and his wife, along with Mike and Becky Gutzler, otherwise known as Velvet Raider, the Lady Pirate, were there. Daniela Santana, otherwise known as Raina Raider, was there without her crown, so she was,
she has sparkly sunglasses.
But she always has those. She always has.
Send me their information on Messenger, so I can reach out. I would. Becky is kind of cool. It's like, her family's like grew up in Livermore. That's where I go hunting and stuff like that. So it was super awesome to meet you and all of them there. And Cujo and I always talk. So it was really cool, because I want us to set something up between the 916 and the 209, which is Stockton, and with Benther and like other, like Dark and other people from the same communities. Because
you'll have to do that because you're out there.
I'm out there. That's why I want to do this.
Yeah.
I've been trying to promote it. I used to have for a while, a couple years ago, like your Rated Tape, who's also Sacramento 916, but he's out in Roseville. It's like he wanted to set something up, but I'm still a mod for his channel, but he's kind of dropped off. He's not doing the off seasons anymore. It's just doing the regular seasons. But I would love to get the Raider fans in my community. So every Raider fan in my community, 209, 916, and anywhere in between, let's do something, meet up, and have fun.
I'm all for that.
So I wanted to take the trickle-down effect. Okay, so with Josh not getting that contract, so Anthony Averett is now the number one back, which is everyone's posting. And then Zeus is number two. I can't see that.
No, Anthony Averett is a cornerback.
No. Who's the running back they had last year then?
Zeus White.
No, the other running back.
Oh, Amir Abdullah.
Okay, Amir Abdullah. Sorry, I'm getting it. A's all backed up.
Yeah.
Sorry. Apologize.
Oh, he's the veteran, Amir Abdullah.
So right now he's the number one back, is what they're kind of saying in chat and watching stuff. It's like I see Zeus taking it over. Zeus needs to get better eyes so he can run inside, and Everett's kind of the same way. They're both scat backs, going outside and catching backs. It's like we need that power in the middle. So
well, that's where Britton Brown's. I think Britton Brown's going to be more of the power running back, along with, and I can't remember what his name is. They were scouting, and they had talks with he was the XFL's number 1 or 2 running back, and he was a tank. He was sick.
Who's that?
I don't remember his name, but he was Jacobs, and not Josh Jacobs, but Brandon Jacobs, New York Giants big. running back. I don't remember his name, but there was some talk that the Raiders were looking at him to bring him on board. Hey, Raphael, good to see you as well.
Hey, Ralph.
But I don't remember the name. But he's like Brandon Jacobs big. He's like 6'4" or 6'3" in a house. You know, like 270 or 260. You know, kind of like a smaller version of the Nigerian Nightmare type big. Yeah, that's who they were. I was reading it in one of the posts. Not sure what his
running back.
Yeah, but
question for you on this too. It's like, why are we holding on to? I mean, this is what doesn't make sense to me. If you cut Bolden, that's between, I'm guessing, like $2.3 to $3 million a year to use on Jacobs. If the contract's $12 million, make it $13 million. Make the kid happy. The guy's an all-star. It just doesn't make any sense at all. What McDaniels and Ziegler are doing this, like, I feel like, and I'm just kind of makes me just wonder every day, like, does McDaniels learn what he learned from the past being on the Broncos? Because I have not seen it yet. I haven't seen it. He's doing the same thing over and over. He said he matured, but I want to see maturity. Number one thing I want to see this year is maturity this year from that guy.
Okay. Well, but we haven't played a game yet.
I know we haven't, but it just the moves don't make sense. When you can get if we are literally like $1 million apart, you cut Bolden and you get $2 to $3 million for the year, and you can pay Jacobs. So right now,
Bolden serves a function.
What function does he serve? But riding the pine.
He's a special teams guy that can block. I know, but
we don't have a fullback that can block that we got from the Patriots.
Yeah, Jacob Johnson, but that's what I'm saying. But suppose he's injured.
Well, if we're going to hold on to a Bolden or a Jacob Johnson over, you're going to
hold on. You're going to hold on to Jacob Johnson. Jacob Johnson is worth his weight in gold on his contract.
Yeah, but if you're going to say I'm going to have Bolden as a special teamer and hold on that $2-3 million contract where he could use that money for JJ, who's an all-pro, and Bolden is like the last running back on the bench, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, again, we don't have the job. John says you need to apply. I need to apply. And my favorite 49er lady is here. My best, Miss Veronica Yim, who is a wonderful Veronica is a wonderful
Veronica
49er fans. We had a Bills fan in here earlier. We got obviously Clayton, who's a Broncos fan, and then we got Veronica, who's a Niners fan, and I adore you too. Read my comments, okay? I will, John. I will. I'm going to read them to you, Kenna, because these are directed at you. I'm sorry. Every time I hear Jack, and I'm pretty sure he's talking about you, Jack, not me, Jack. I try to be positive. It seems like the negative Nancy's always taking shots at the Raiders, low key. No disrespect, but I just hate negative people. And then he comes back with that. Just again, this is for you, Kenna. Then apply in Las Vegas for Ziegler's job because Kenna knows more than our current staff.
Well, Cap, we had a conversation about this on Sunday, right?
To a point.
Yep.
But so
I'm not negative Nancy about my Raiders. I like to be my Raiders to be run well, and I like to be coached well. And we all have players that we love or dislike, and we have coaches that we love and dislike. Who was the coach that we had a couple years ago in our defense that nobody liked when we got from the Bengals?
Oh, that was Paulie G. Paul Gunther. So it's like what I said earlier. Prove it to me. Prove that he's going to be a great head coach
and I will give them all the accolades in the world, and I will say I'm sorry. But I will never disrespect my team. This is my team. My team. And it's your team, Raider Nation. I'm not disrespecting my team. I love my Raiders, and I've been loving those Raiders since I was 5 years old, and I'm a 52-year-old man, and I watch every single game, win or lose, and if we're down by 30 points, I'm still watching the game because I love my team.
Mm-hmm.
And it hurts. But I still watch it. So I want McDaniels to show me something, and I like Ziegler as a whole, but what I'm talking about, guys, tonight, there are holes in Ziegler's things that he does too. And if you don't know them, you need to be educated on them. I'm educating you. So from an old guy, like I've seen everything from before, we're watching, we're learning. Man, I thought the draft was great. So we need to learn, and hopefully all these young kids that we're bringing in, it's going to bring a lot of excitement. It's going to be fun. I'm excited about that.
Matt Marinovich agrees with you as well. McDaniel still needs to prove he's a good coach. And I agree with that as well. I agree with that. He has, and I got Gabe and Raphael on in the backstage, so I'm gonna be moving on to them pretty soon. Ziegler needs to prove it, but I also have to say Ziegler needs the full venture to prove it. If he doesn't prove it this year, right? Are you willing to throw him out because you don't know what the concoction, like I keep using the cake analogy. If it takes three hours, and an hour equals a year, by the way. If it takes 3 hours to cook a cake, and you want to get rid of the cake after an hour and a half or after 1.5 seasons like they did in Denver, you won't know. The cake is going to obviously taste like crap because it wasn't baked long enough. Okay? You got to give him at least the full 2, and you need to see a rise. You need to see the team coming together.
And John, I'll give him a 3rd year because this is the way I look at it. One of my favorite players is Cliff Branch, a guy I met. I showed Cap my hat when we met.
Yeah, he was wearing his Cliff Branch autographed hat.
It took 3 years for a Hall of Fame wide receiver to get it.
Yeah.
It took him to year 3. If you're not done, if you can't kind of figure stuff out by year 3, I'm not saying every player or every coach is going to be a Hall of Famer. But if you can't get it by year 3, you're probably not going to get it. And so I will say year 3. So, yes, I want McDaniels to prove to me, you, Cap, and everybody else in the Raider Nation that he's got what it takes to be a head coach. Everything I've seen so far is, even on the Wild Wild West show, going back to Richie stuff, it's like it looks like he's the McDaniels of Denver. So I want him to prove it to all of us that he can be that guy. Not an offensive coordinator, but a head coach.
Okay. But he has 1 year in with the Raiders.
You got 2 to go.
2 to go. Okay. Well, that's what I said. Hey, and it's talking about win, lose, or tie. Yeah. John, we agree with you there. We are fans and we love our team through thick and thin. But if we are allowed to be critical of them. We are allowed to be critical of them because that's why we have the shows like this. I just say you could be critical, but being positive on how you are critical of them. I know that sounds oxymoronic, but it's true. It's true. You can be critical without being denigrative. I think is the right word. Okay. You don't need to denigrate. You can be critical without denigrating. And that's what we are. Jack, I appreciate you coming in. I'm going to get Gabe on here because he.
I got to go anyways, Cap.
Remember, no flipping me off, Gabe, or I will pop you faster than a balloon.
All right,
Okay.
Gabe, represent your team, kid. I love that you're passionate about your New York Giants. Cap, salute. Raider Nation, salute. And John, you too, brother. Salute.
There you go. See, we're all friends here. Take care, Jack. Good to hear from you. Good to see you. Okay, we got Gabe coming in here.
What is up, Captain?
Good to hear from you. What's going on? Like, so I like the fact that you're not flipping me off. That's a positive sign right there.
Okay, well, you were starting to moan Waller's name. That was getting a little crazy.
No, I'm just saying. It's like there are people that you love, and it's the preseason. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
It is the preseason, but listen, man, he is looking just unstoppable. Like no one can cover him. No one can cover him. Yeah. I mean, it is, and I think it was a good mind reset for him to come here.
We agree with that. It is a new environment with new digs, new attitude. Good on coach. Good on him.
Yep, and I think this is going to be very good for him. And again, every Giants fan will tell you he is going to be really good if he can stay healthy. That is the line you just keep hearing about him.
Thank you. Thank you. I was going to say that is all true, and you added the caveat. The caveat if he can stay healthy.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of surprised we only had to give up a third-round comp pick to get him. I think that's just crazy, but.
Well, it was addition by subtraction. We shopped him. You guys wanted him. It was what was offered, and it's kind of like in the movie Moneyball, where when the guy's talking with David Justice, he goes, "Yeah, man, you guys are paying me $12 million." He said, "No, we are not paying you $12 million. We're paying you $6 million, and the Yankees are paying you $6 million." So they're paying you not to play for them.
Yeah.
Not to play for them. So it's similar. It's like we got a third-round pick and got rid of the contract because that's what we wanted. We wanted to get rid of him.
Yeah, it is a big freaking contract. I'm not going to lie. It is. Yeah. I don't know why you guys even gave that to him. I mean, I think that is that was crazy because didn't McDaniels and Ziegler or whatever his name is?
Yeah, they're the ones that gave him the extension.
Yeah, I think that's ironic that they ended up trading him a year later. But no, I think he's looking really good. He's obviously been the story of camp so far. A lot of eyes on him. Obviously Saquon showed up. What did I tell you guys? He is not the type of player to sit out. That's not his mindset. That's not the teammate he is. And the Giants agreed on that, revised franchise tag, basically pay him $900,000 extra to come into camp. Basically, show Saquon some respect is basically what he said. He said it showed me a little respect after we didn't get to work out a deal. And kind of what Jack was saying earlier is, the APY numbers are great. But really what matters is the guaranteed money. That's what these players want, and that's what they want to see. So that's the other thing you got to keep in mind when you guys are hearing these Jacobs numbers coming out. Keep in mind that the guaranteed money is also important. And I haven't seen a lot of numbers for Jacobs with guaranteed. Like what the guaranteed
all it was he turned down $12 million.
Right, and that Jacobs wasn't going to take $12 million.
We don't know what the guarantees were.
Right.
And we don't know whether it was 1 or 2 years guaranteed. We don't know this. All we know is that he turned down $12 million for a contract per year. But we don't know if it was 1 year or 2 year or 3 years. That's what I'm saying. We don't know.
That's what the state of the Saquon numbers coming out was for a long time before Saquon actually switched agents, I believe just a week before the deadline. And once Saquon switched agents, his new agent definitely started to leak out like guaranteed money and stuff. So it gave us a little more clarity on kind of the situation. And I will say that they're two very different things and both are important, but I think to players in the NFL, especially the running back position, guaranteed is especially important to them. But obviously, Saquon's in camp. Jacobs is not. And I think Jacobs will end up showing up. I mean, I think that's probably what's going to happen. I don't know why he would sit out.
Why are you going to turn down $10 million to play?
Yeah, you made $600,000.
It might not be what you wanted, but you know you're going to get $12 million, or sorry, $10 million. I apologize, 10.01. It's not 12. Yep. He's going to get 10.01 to play this year, guaranteed.
Yep.
Because that's what's guaranteed.
And make $600,000 a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can take that. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's good to see Saquon back. All the players, obviously. I'm excited to go up to training camp in a couple of weeks here. I'm actually a week from today. I will be in New Jersey for training camp. So I'm hoping to meet a couple players. The Giants are letting you actually like stand along the fence of the practice field this year, so that's kind of nice. The players have been appreciative of that. Last year they had that blocked off. So that's been a nice addition. So far, what I've seen, players have been signing autographs for everyone. So it should be a fun time. And look, all the players look happy to be back. And, you know, Dave's is obviously coming off Coach of the Year in the NFL. Pretty excited. He's pretty excited. Fans are happy. And listen, there was the Joe Judge hype, obviously after year one. But this feels a little different. Like Joe Judge went 6-10 his first year. Brian Daboll went 9-7-1 or 9-8-1, something like that.
Yeah.
And we added these pieces like Darren Waller if he stays healthy, and a Paris Campbell, and you have Slayton back, and you have Hodgins, who I think is still a rising star, who kind of just went off last year when we picked him off scrapped the wire from the Bills. So I just think I'm pretty excited about this year. And listen, I hope all goes well with health-wise. It looks like the Giants' new field is doing pretty good. We haven't had any injuries 2 days in, which is better than last year. We had an ACL tear on day one of camp last year. That was terrible. So we're doing pretty good in the injury department right now.
Is Sneaky going to camp this year too?
He is not. He chose to go to an indoor football league championship game instead.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yep. So I will not see him at camp this year, but I know a lot of other fans going, so I'm excited to see. You know, that's the other thing about training camp that's nice is like you get to see everyone, and you don't have to pay to get in. Like you don't have to pay to get in. It's free. It's experience. All the players usually interact with the fans and everything, so it should be a good time. So with that, Captain, I'm gonna sign off for the night. I'm sure you're ending the show. I have to go get on Sneaky.
I got to get Rafa in here, and then I'm ending the show. But look up, by the way, you said nobody's Brandon Jacobs big. Look up Brandon Jacobs and look up the best running back from the XFL last year, okay, or this past year, and he's supposed to be that huge. I just saw your comment in the backroom chat. And by the way, Christian Okoye was huge too. You said no one is Brandon Jacobs big. The Nigerian Nightmare was huge too. Okay, so look him up, okay?
Yeah, Brandon Jacobs is huge. Wait till you see Brandon Jacobs' son when he's in the NFL. Brandon Jacobs' son is huge too.
I get it, but look up the Nigerian Nightmare, Christian Okoye, and look up the best, or he's either the first or the second best running back from the XFL, okay? And we'll do that. Yeah, from KC. And again, good to hear from Gabe. And Gabe, I didn't get rid of you. I didn't get rid of you, Gabe. But I'm gonna get Rafa on here. But look him up and then put the things in the comments. I'm gonna bring in Captain Rafa. Hey, he's giving me a high sign. Good, thank you there, Gabe. See, he didn't flip me off. I like that.
Okay, so
hey, how you doing, Rafa? And Rafa doesn't flip me off either. I like that too. How you doing there, brother?
no, I didn't flip out because right now I'm feeling good. Because
good.
Because I just wanted to tell you about the training camp.
Okay.
If you see the chemistry about Jimmy Garoppolo and Devontae Adams, it could be like a great chemistry. because with
Yeah.
the captains, with quarterback and wide receiver, the combination is really really explosive, and I
Right.
guarantee that's gonna be like very productive because I've been seeing like a few times between a quarterback and a wide receiver getting a lot of production, but this time it's gonna be different because they know they have exactly about the system. Even Demonte Adams just played with Aaron Rodgers with the Green Bay Packers, and Jimmy Garoppolo understands better with the Josh McDaniels system and Dave Ziegler's system. I mean, they could be like really explosive because if we're gonna see all these throw balls and a ball like that, I mean, they could have like a great chemistry when it comes to the size, the ability, and of course the mentality of the game.
Hmm. And by the way, we wanted to get a status message of your family. I think you said it was your abuelo was sick earlier. Is he feeling better?
I gotta tell you because last Saturday, my grandfather Raphael, who has my same name because my name is Raphael and my grandfather is Raphael. So my mother they gave me birth to me with to give her like an homage to my grandfather Raphael. But uh, but my grandfather just passed away at the age of
Oh,
81 with a heart failure, and that time that I was really worried about that. And I just wanted to say thanks for all these persons who gave me like a message of support. And of course, I know this been like a hard time, but right now, I'm just still praying for my family, and I'm
there you
just
go.
still praying for my family. Everything's gonna be better.
So, bendiciones por ti y su familia total from
Hmm.
nosotros. I hope I said that right.
Yeah.
From all of us. And again, blessings to you, your whole family. On your and our condolences. So our best to you. So and again, best to you. Like I said, Ed Winchell it has a broken back, so hope he's doing better. Remember Jester Rader is now in hospice, and so he will shortly be leaving us. So prayers to him, and remember prayers also to Black Thanos, who was in the hospital. I didn't get a chance to hear exactly what's going on with him. So there, Captain Raider says condolences again. Our blessings,
Thank you.
our blessings to
Thank
you,
you.
sir. Our blessings to you. But go ahead. I apologize for bringing it up. But let's get something peppy. Let's get something that's feliz out of you now. There you go.
Hmm. But I understood that because right now it's gonna be really different about the season
Hmm.
because I just saw Jimmy Garoppolo's getting healthier because of the for the foot injury, and of course I've been saying a lot of productivity goes for the defense. But I guarantee that this could be like really different about the season because of the
Hmm.
Michael Mayer on the linebacker room is fully loaded with Robert Spillane, Luke Masterson, and Divine Diablo. But I think they have the whole mentality to beat not only one, just twice to the Kansas City Chiefs. Because right now, it all depends for the defense. It all depends for the offense because right now, it just seems like we just saw like an improvement. We just see it
Hmm.
like a rebuilding because there are some missing pieces that we just got for the defense. But right now, it is going to time. It is going to time to say, hey, you gotta wake up because right now it's training camp. So right now, let's get back to work, and of course, let's get build it better.
Okay. And again, I feel for you too. I think, like I said, everybody is bitching about. I shouldn't say everybody, but there are a lot of people that are saying that Adams wants to go. He hasn't taken 2 days worth of passes with again Jimmy Garoppolo. And if Jimmy Garoppolo stays healthy and they get that good rapport, it's those quick hitters, the quick hitters, the quick hitters. And I think Garoppolo will be able to do that. He doesn't have the wherewithal to throw long like Carr did, but he's going to be more precise. He's going to be more selective, and he's going to get the people. He's going to throw them open. He's going to throw them open. So I think that'll be good. That'll be good. And again, I think Rafa agrees with that as well. Rafa, again, blessings to you, sir. Thank you for coming in. It's always good to see you. And, for everybody, bendiciones por ti, total familia, from all of us.
Thank you, everybody, and of course, thanks for the message. And right now, I'm still praying, and of course, thank you, and of course, Captain Jack, I'm salute to you, and of course, I know it's very hard to meet, but we're almost there for August. August 9th is my birthday, and I'm turning 30, and August is gonna be the preseason. In September, it's football season, so
there you go.
It's gonna be ready. It's gonna be ready.
There you go. Well, that's it.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good one, Captain Jack. Salute to you.
Salute to you as well, partner. You take care. Hoorah. That's Rafa. So we're up near the end of the show. I see Mike Saras came in here. Hello to everybody. And Captain Raider. Good to see Captain Raider. Do you think White will replace Jacobs eventually? If not this year, I think by next year. I really do, because they drafted White and they drafted Britton Brown for a reason. Okay, they drafted White, they drafted Britton Brown for a reason. Britton Brown wasn't a throwaway. Remember, these are what do you call it? These are. I need to put that link up again. Okay. Okay. I want to make sure that I'm not in, but there you go. I am going to be going over to Twan's first YouTube show. His show starts tonight. I just got the link for it. Okay. I just got the link for it. Make sure you go to Twan, Twan on YouTube. He has his very first show tonight. And come on now, Jack and John. Jack, he is a Raiders fan. He's a Raiders fan, John. Be nice. Be nice now. Be nice. He is a Raiders fan. But for everybody that's here, be sure to go to Twan's YouTube. What is the link? I don't know. I saw the message earlier. Let's see here. See if I can see it. Okay, let's see if I can turn it up. I don't tune into. No, I don't see a link. I'm very sorry. I don't see a link. My officially launching my YouTube channel. It says Raider Twan's. Look, try to find Raider Twan. Try to find Raider Twan, and see if it's there. I got the StreamYard link, but try to look for Raider Twan. I got to get out of here before I'm over on time. There you go. Make sure you head on over to Raider Twan, and it's Is it TWAN or TUWAN? I'm not sure. Take care. I got to get out of here. Best to you. We will be back. Obviously Sunday, and take care of yourselves. And I will do. It's an extended version of the Wild Wild West show tomorrow. I will have it on the Roku channel because it's too long. I actually got to start it, and then it's going to cut at the very end. Good night to you as well, Anna. Thank you for being here. And one final note. I posted on Facebook yesterday. I was not happy. And I want everybody to know I'm dealing with some stuff, but I'm getting over, and things will be better eventually. But I appreciate everybody stopping by to make sure that I was okay. I'm here. It's on at like in 3 minutes, Kenna. It's on in 3 minutes at Raider Twan's channel. It's on in 3 minutes. I got to get over there. Take care, everybody. We will see you Sunday, 9 o'clock Eastern. Take care, everybody. We'll see you.